Have you ever heard of the concept of addition by subtraction? Because I talk a lot on my channel about how to lose weight and improve your health, how to eat, how to exercise, how to manage your stress levels, how to improve your sleep. And those are kind of the big movers of your weight loss goals and overall health. They're the big pillars, if you will. But here's a very important concept that you need to understand. What you stop doing has far more impact to your weight loss goals and overall health than what you start doing. If you're a smoker, for example, and you stop, your health will improve drastically. Again, addition by subtraction. Same concept applies to weight loss. You can start eating healthy and you can start working out, but if you're still doing certain things, you're holding on to bad habits, or you still have self-sabotaging behaviors, then that's where you end up in no man's land. You're basically just taking one step forward, one step back, or maybe you're taking one step forward, two steps back. That's how people get stuck, and it's really frustrating. So in this video, I'm gonna show you 5 things you need to stop doing, and I'm gonna come at it from different angles because there are levels to this. 5 things you need to stop doing in order to get that needle always moving in the right direction. These are the exact same tips that I give to all my students, and they've all gone to see some amazing results. So you know it works. Before we get started, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video every week. Okay, I could make an entirely separate video about this one topic, but you need to stop doing things you hate. If you've been following my channel, you'll know that I love integrating the mental side of things as much as I can. Because to me, it's what connects everything together. Let's use exercise, for example. I know a lot of people who hold on to gym memberships even though they hate going there. They're on the elliptical or the Stairmaster just hating their lives. Or they walk around the gym wandering around using random machines even though they don't really enjoy doing it. And while I do advocate for resistance training, and I've made tons of videos why it's non-negotiable for me if you want to lose weight, get fit, and improve your overall quality of life. But again, there are levels, and the most important thing is to just find ways to move your body, for starters. If you absolutely detest going to the gym, for example, and I used to be one of those people, my brother had to drag me kicking and screaming when I went to the gym for the first time, true story, but now I'm a gym rat. But if you hate the gym, and that results in you finding every reason on the planet not to go because you despise it, maybe you go the odd time and you just do the most random thing, then you're actually way better off just canceling that gym membership and doing something else that you'll actually enjoy doing. Maybe it doesn't even have to cost you money. Like if you love riding your bike, and I know a lot of people who are absolutely nuts about this, and you can dedicate to doing that 5 days a week, you're gonna be way ahead of Joe Blow, who's holding on to his gym membership that he maybe uses once a month. I also have another friend who never used her gym membership because she didn't know what to do. She also found it really intimidating, so she never went. Then she did a free trial class at a bar studio near her house, and she absolutely loved it, so she started going consistently, and she's lost a ton of weight ever since because she started getting in the healthy lifestyle that comes with consistently working out, and now she has abs. See how this is all connected? At the end of the day, 80% of your body composition is still determined by your diet. However, you can make supportive lifestyle choices that's in line with your weight loss goals. Exercise is one of them. That's why I always say that there are levels to this. Is cycling 5 days a week the most efficient way to exercise? No, ideally you're changing it up. But is it better than not doing anything? Absolutely. Is a bar studio membership more expensive than a commercial gym? Yep, it can easily be 3 times more expensive. But the term expensive is kind of relative in the grand scheme of things. Because to me, your health, fitness, and general sense of well-being is priceless. You also get access to like-minded people and the community side of it. And that's an extremely underrated aspect in all of this, by the way. Because you are the average of the 5 people you spend time with the most. That's why being part of a gym community, especially ones where they do group fitness classes where you see the same people every day, can be so beneficial, because being fit and living healthy lifestyle is the common behavior there. Like if you surround yourself with 4 really fit and healthy people who live an awesome healthy lifestyle, you're most likely gonna be the 5th one. What I'm trying to say here is that you can't put a dollar amount on feeling good about yourself and the way you look. So to me, a gym membership is actually cheap. It's a no-brainer. Personally, I go to 2 different gyms. I go to a CrossFit/weightlifting gym where I also coach, and I also go to a Muay Thai gym. I absolutely love it. It's playtime for me. My entire week revolves around my training schedule. If I'm not recording videos or coaching clients, you'll usually find me at the gym. That's also where most of my friends are, so I get my social time there. Whereas if I had a spin studio membership, for example, I'm not gonna go because I don't like it. I don't enjoy it at all. I tried it, I hated it. I'm just not into it. Some people love it, so to each their own. So your job is to find something that doesn't want to make you shoot yourself every time you do it. That is the key in all of this. It can be swimming, which is awesome for your joints, by the way. It can be bar, it can be spin, it can be CrossFit. If you're low on budget, there are endless free videos on YouTube. And I'm gonna link to my Lean Body Blueprint 21-day weight loss challenge if you kind of just want to plan on how to do this properly. You can also join a running club that doesn't cost money. You can do an outdoor Zumba class. Anything. Try anything and everything. Anything that gets your butt off the couch and gets your body moving, really. Because that's the hardest part for a lot of people, is just getting started. Half the battle is honestly just showing up, and there are tons of places that offer free trial classes. So play around with it and see what you like. Because what we're trying to activate here is your built-in success mechanism. Once you start moving and get your heart pumping after your workout, you get this awesome sense of accomplishment that you did something for yourself. You just did something that moves you closer to your weight loss goals. Your body also releases endorphins, which is your feel-good hormone. And the chances of you making better food decisions because of this skyrockets. And that's the main goal here. Like I said, it's all connected. Number 2, stop relying on the scale for validation. The scale is a very polarizing tool in the weight loss space. I'm personally a fan of it. I've been weighing myself every day for the last 7 years, and it keeps me in check. But I also understand that it can drive some people nuts. Especially if you had a cheat meal the night before, you step on the scale the next day, and you're 5 pounds heavier, and you're like, oh my goodness, I gained so much weight. And this can send some people in a downward spiral because you think you've just ruined everything. And then they say, well, I already feel bad. Let's just see how far I can take this. So they go YOLO and they switch to the seafood diet. They see food, they eat it. First of all, no, you did not just ruin everything. It might seem like it, but I promise you, you didn't just throw away all your hard work, especially if you've been on point for most of the week. You're most likely just holding on to water weight from whatever you ate the night before or the day before. Give it a day or two and you'll be back to your pre-cheat meal weight. Your weight can also fluctuate easily by 4 pounds throughout the day. Like if you weigh yourself right now and then you drink a glass of water, weigh yourself again and you'll easily put on a pound or 2. Does that mean you gained weight? No, your weight can also fluctuate depending on your workout. Like if you just sweat a bucket of water during a high intensity workout, you can bet that that's gonna reflect on the scale. It also depends on how much sleep you got the night before. It depends how stressed you are. My point here is that don't let whatever number on the scale dictate your sanity and your happiness. Like if you're on point with your diet and you're also lifting weights, then you're gonna shed some body fat and build some muscle. Your body will change. It might not reflect on the scale, but maybe your clothes will start to fit better. Maybe your pants are loose all of a sudden. Pay attention to those things as well. That's why I always tell my students to take weekly progress pictures and measurements, because that usually tells a better story of where you're at with your progress along with whatever number it shows on the scale. Number 3, stop using food to distract yourself. I could make another separate video about this topic, but when we snack, we usually do it because we're bored. Some people resort to stress eating or stress snacking, or we do it just out of habit. And I've mentioned this many times in a lot of my videos, but mindless snacking, when we just graze on food all day, has got to be one of the most destructive behaviors that stop your weight loss progress on its tracks. Because A, we don't really snack on the healthiest stuff. We snack on chips, crackers, cookies, protein bars, granola bars, or whatever trendy snack is right now. Even fruit isn't the healthiest snack. I mean, it's better than junk food, but it doesn't make it optimal. And B, this is why. There's absolutely no reason for you to snack to begin with, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, because you have at least 100,000 calories of stored energy in the form of body fat waiting to be used. That's what it's there for. It's not just there for luck, so let your body snack on that instead. Our Paleolithic ancestors would have considered us gluttons if they found out that we do this thing called snacking in between meals or every time we're bored. No, your metabolism isn't gonna slow down if you don't eat every 3 hours. That is a myth. You're gonna be just fine. You're not gonna die. And listen, I love food just as much as the next guy out there, but your life shouldn't revolve around it. Stop being so food driven. You're not a dog. There are other interesting things in life you can do rather than just shove food in your mouth every time you're bored. And if you feel personally attacked right now, good. That's the point. I'm not here to make people feel good. I'm here to get you results. You can thank me later. Number 4, stop comparing yourself to other people. This is a one-way ticket to misery, in my opinion, but for reasons unknown. We do it all the time. All the time. It's one of our favorite activities. Sometimes I get comments on social media where people say, I wish I had calves like you. I wish I had arms like you. I wish I had back muscles like you. So to me, that's awesome. I really appreciate it. I take it as a compliment, which by the way, took me a little bit of time to be able to wrap my head around that concept. Because for some reason, we're just not very good at taking compliments. I think some people just don't feel worthy of it. Think of the last time somebody gave you a compliment like, oh, you look good today. Instead of just saying thank you, we say, no, I don't. You're just saying that. Is there something wrong with my face? place? Anyway, while I do appreciate the compliment, I just don't want people to think that they're not good enough where they're at, especially when you've been making some personal progress. Because comparing yourself to other people will always place you as second best. But you're unique, you're one of a kind. You're not me, you're not Beyonce, you're not J-Lo, you're not Arnold, or whoever you compare yourself to all the time. You are your own special little snowflake with unique abilities, awesome qualities, attributes, and flaws, just like everyone else. But that's what makes you, you. Your bio-individuality on a genetic level means that no one else is like you. You have unique fingerprints, for crying out loud. What I'm trying to say here is just focus on you. It sounds super cliche, but it's just so true. You are your biggest competition. Focus on being a better version of you instead. Focus on your strengths. For example, I've always just had big calves. I know a lot of people, especially guys, who obsess over their calves. So I'm thankful that I have them. Maybe you're born with a nice looking butt. Whatever you're born with, learn to appreciate it. Appreciate your body. Everyone has awesome qualities and characteristics about them. Focus on that instead of always obsessing about what you don't have. But more importantly, you want to lose weight, okay? You want to do this because you love your body, not because you hate it. Number 5, stop looking at food as just a number. Stop looking at food as just protein, fat, and carbs. But more importantly, stop looking at just the amount of calories it contains. Because if it was as simple as just counting calories, then every highly processed, low-fat, and low-calorie versions of foods, I call them frankenfoods, would be considered a health food. And we wouldn't be drinking water. Instead, we would be drinking Diet Coke because it's 0 calories. But food is so much more than that. Food is information. It's extremely important that you consume enough fats and protein, for example, because there are essential fats and protein that your body needs in order to stay healthy that you can only get from animal sources. That's why a vegan/vegetarian diet can never be considered the healthy, let alone optimal diet for humans. But that's another topic in itself. But again, it's more than just fat and protein numbers. The quality of the food matters as well, because you can get your protein from protein powders, for example. You can also get it from eggs. One is better than the other because you're eating real food with eggs versus something that's extremely processed in the form of protein powders. You also need all of the micronutrients and fat-soluble vitamins and minerals. That's why Doritos and Diet Coke isn't a health food, because it's devoid of all nutrients. Like when I eat my typical meal of ground beef, crispy pork belly, roasted cauliflower and Brussels sprouts, eggs, and avocado, I don't look at that as a low-carb, low-calorie meal. I mean, it is, but I look at that as a complete, healthy meal that's got a nice blend of fats and protein, as well as all the fat-soluble vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that my body needs. That's how I want you to look at food instead of just counting calories. Because calories matter, but you can bet that hormones are way more important. So those are the 5 things that I want you to focus on that you need to stop doing if you want to lose weight, to get that needle moving in the right direction. There's obviously more things, but let's just start with those 5 for now. The next question then becomes, how are you actually supposed to eat if you want to lose weight? Because here's the thing, 80% of your body composition is determined by your diet. You can't just freestyle this part. Do you have a proven plan that you can follow? To help you with that, I want to give you a free copy of my Lean Body Blueprint. This is how I melted all the fat around my stomach without depriving myself of my favorite foods or wasting hours at the gym. It's a simple 4-step process specifically designed for busy professionals, and it's the exact same blueprint that I teach to all my private coaching clients, and they've all gone to see some amazing results. If you want to be the next success story, then download your free copy of the Lean Body Blueprint right now. There's going to be a link somewhere at the top here or in the description box. Just click on it, type in your email, and I'll send it to you right away. All right, that's all I've got. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post a new video every week. And hey, leave a comment below if you have any questions about this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Virtual high five.